Okay, my name is Wyjuana Montgomery. I am one of the newest members of the Parent Partnership Board, and I really appreciate the opportunity to present today. I know you've received our formal report, but I'm just here to share my personal experience, and I'll start by saying thank you so much for letting me go to one official meeting and then go all the way to Baltimore for the National Prevent Child Abuse America Conference. So I learned some very great information there and some tools I think that will help us in our work. So I will dive into the main reason that you are here to hear from me. My niece has a beautiful smile, dancing bright eyes, and a very infectious laugh, but that hasn't always been there. The laughter was sparse, the sparkle was gone in her eyes, and the light was completely dim. She came to live with us almost 6 years ago, all the way from my hometown, Seattle, leaving everyone she knew, everything she knew, her baby brother, her cousins, all kinds of family that was her support. Because my mother-in-law was her caregiver, because her own mother, my sister-in-law, had schizophrenia and bipolar due to getting a hold of bad drugs as a young person, and her father was incarcerated most of her life. My mother-in-law was terminally ill with breast cancer and asked us to take her. There was nowhere else to go. Family there couldn't do it. We quickly learned that just providing a loving, stable home was not enough. She had almost every ACE, lots of trauma, kind of used to doing your own thing because everyone is exhausted. And if it makes you happy, we're going to let you do it anyway. So when we tried to provide structure, she thought we were being mean. So very quickly, once she got comfortable, the behavior escalated to a place where my mental health was on the brink. For only the second time in my entire life, I felt what I would describe as depression. I would be driving down the street and just burst out into tears. I'm 45 and never even had a glass of wine until I was 38. And I started to feel like, thank you, I needed to drink. And so I wouldn't buy it because I know that's how people become alcoholics. I've been married to her uncle for 24 years. And I looked at him one day and said, it is not you, but if we can't find a place for her to go, I'm going to have to leave our home because I can't live like this. I was getting 2 to 4 hours of sleep. She was stealing our cars, wrecking them, all kinds of things. My own daughter, who's only 4 months different, would want to talk to me. And she's like, but I didn't want to bother you because I knew you were stressed out. So what I want you all to hear from a mental health and an OJA standpoint, it is very sad that it took her committing a crime and getting into OJA custody and becoming a youthful offender to finally get mental health care that we have been begging for 2 years. I used my EAP on my job, not a good fit, plus you only get 3 sessions. We had outpatient coverage that thankfully I had an employer that has a very strong stance on mental health, so there were no deductibles. I couldn't believe how much it cost when I saw the EOBs. I've since been laid off from that employer as of March, so they have no health insurance. She shouldn't have to commit a crime and be in OJA custody for 16 months in 3 different facilities to finally get the mental health care that was necessary. She just came home in December. And now, happily, I can say she's a totally different person. I told the judge when I hug her now, I'm not just going through the motions. That second court date when you said the family could hug her, I was not feeling her that day. Absolutely no desire to hug her. My husband kind of inched me forward. And it was so exhausting, so exhausting. Our family was like, you're just trying to keep on. I almost didn't even apply for a promotion. That was a $16,000 increase because I didn't feel like I had the mental capacity. So what I'm asking you all today to think about the barriers when you have private insurance. I find great providers that look great, and then a lot of them don't accept private insurance because there's too many hoops. Outpatient was simply not enough. And then when she got out, great. We got 5 months of family counseling with home visits once a week, but she was also supposed to have one-on-one therapy and a mentor. The one-to-one therapy and the mentor never came through. I called them twice. They never called me. The case manager called. The family therapist even tried to help. We could not get it. So what looks like help on paper is often a ghost resource. And I timed myself to try to be a great steward of time. There we go. Sorry, couldn't turn on. It appears that it's there, but it's kind of not. They're understaffed. They don't have enough time. And it's hard to even know where to look when you are not engaged with DHS. We never went to DHS for support with her. No check, no benefits, none of that. We just got legal guardianship and stretched our budget. So I'm hoping that you heard some things today that you feel like you could work on as far as staffing and resources and helping families navigate when they don't know what to do and where to go. Thank you so much. And I'm going to be here to the end for questions.
Thank you so much for sharing your story. Questions or comments?
Everything you said, I can't wait to connect with you and still you to put on my parent board too. I mean, collaborate. Yes. Or stress her out some more. We'll take that as flattery, right?